Okay, in this video we're going to take an introductory look at using the follow curve option within the RevoC builder. Our model that we have set up here is a simple coin with the words good times written on it. One thing to note before we get any farther, make sure you have all your text grouped inside outside curves. Just makes your process a little bit simpler once we get into the RevoC builder, and also check the backside too. And once you've verified that you do have each grouped, go ahead and open up the RevoC builder, put in our model, and let's go ahead and choose all of our supports as well. Put those into the window. It's going to default to the flat. That's perfect. So let's go ahead and say next. 5mm wax size will be fine. This is the strategy that we want. And I'm going to go ahead and pick your cutter, what kind of distance between tool paths. I'm using medium. Now when we get here, I'm going to go ahead and come over to our builder here. I'm going to use the add function. And when we select add, it comes up with a list of options here of custom projects that we can add, and it's going to vary depending on your strategy that you're using. And in this option, I'm going to choose follow curve. So we have our follow curve. Now let's go ahead and double click and open this up, and you can see we have a few other options. We can choose to use a different cutter if we'd wish. First one, we want to make sure we're on cut angle top. We want to make sure we're on the top. And you can see by my little indicator up here, this is the top of the ring. So once we have that verified, let's choose custom curves. And this is where it comes in handy to make sure everything is grouped. So if I come in here and just click one of these lines on the top, it picks all of those, so I don't have to worry about trying to come in here and individually select each one. And once I have my lines selected, go ahead and put them into the window. And now we want to make sure we change our depth below curve. Right now it's at 0, which wouldn't make any kind of cut. In this instance, I'm going to use 0.4 millimeters. And once that's all set, you can go ahead and kind of click out of it. And I'm going to go ahead and add one more, another follow curve. So now it just comes under that sub part 2. Go ahead and open that up. Now this time, I'm going to go ahead and kind of rotate my model over here, because on the bottom we have the same thing engraved. So make sure you change your cut angle to the bottom, so that way it knows which side of the model it's on. And then again, choose custom curves. Choose your group on the bottom. Make sure you're grabbing the one on the bottom. Go ahead and put them in the window. Let's go 0.4 millimeters drop depth below curve. Make sure you input something into that, otherwise you won't be making any kind of a cut. And then once you're all ready, you can go ahead and say make paths. And it shouldn't take long there to make our paths. Let's go up here. Now these are our usual dual-sided. If we come down here and click on these, you can see we have some lines coming down. We can't really tell if it's cutting in or not. So I'm going to come up here to this top little box, and where it says STL, I can cycle through that. And if I choose the option none, that makes my model disappear so I can see exactly where my cuts are going. So in this case, I can tell that that's dropped into the model. I can see where it's going. Double check on the bottom side as well. You can see that's down below our lettering. So once you've verified that those cuts are being made, and you're happy with the way it looks, go ahead and save your path, run it on the Revo mill, and you will be all set.